everybody? My name is Chip Chapman, and it is a big day in the Diddler Cup racing season. It is a date that has been circled on calendars as soon as we knew how to read them and we knew when the hell this was going to happen. It is the Toxic Masculinity 300. We are back at Too Far Speedway in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Because how far is too far? That's right, Tulsa.
It is absolutely right, because there ain't nobody that's going to tell us we ain't doing this one again. And you can already see how they are lined up. If you are new to the Diddler Cup, welcome and enjoy the chaos that is about to unearth before you. My name is Chip Chapman. I'm joined to the man to my right, color commentator and short track specialist. It is Lightning Lord Shivers.
Howdy, good to be here again. It's a wonderful Labor Day. We are celebrating it the only way we know how. So you just sit back, open up a can of Cold Bear, and enjoy yourself some vehicular carnage on a scale never seen before, except the last time we ran this race where Jim Blossom's damn near died.
I mean, it was so good. We dang put it in the intro video. You saw it right there. And of course, to my left, welcome him back from the dead, from the land of the living, from somewhere, Florida probably.
Back from the dead, 6 feet under, and now 6 feet above sea level. Woo! Beaumont Jenkins. Woo! Bye-bye.
Beaumont Jenkins.
Fan club extraordinaire. Woo! Bye-bye.
And I appreciate the rickety sort of lookout post they got us in on this one. We got a nice bird's eye view of what we only call the hump. You can see the hump from where we are. I mean, I'm sure there's some lovely Notre Dame graduates who built this incredibly steady setup for us right here. But nonetheless, we are going to commence to diddling in just a few. And boys, this is a track that is ill-advised is the nicest thing you can say about this track.
Ill-advised but entertaining as fuck.
Oh my goodness, it is a 1.92 mile stunt track with a couple of humps, a couple of jumps, a couple of bumps, and there's gonna be a couple of lumps on all these competitors.
It's like you talk about any kind of other racing series out there. You got your Formula Ones, you got your Indianapolis cars, you got some other lower forms of stock car racing out there.
World of Outlaws, your World of In-Laws too.
That's right. You got your Isle of Three-Legged Mans there, but none of them are brave enough to race on a goddamn stunt track modeled after a roller coaster. And I'm not talking about no Space Mountain. I'm talking about one of those that's like a Cedar Point or an action park there that'll just fall apart right in the seams and derail and cause catastrophic fatalities.
And I'm telling you right now,
6-year-old.
You're gonna say, okay, well, if it's like a roller coaster, where are the loop-de-loops? I told you, we tried. We absolutely tried. But nonetheless, on the pole today, third time this season, 10th race of the season, Richard Blood brings the pole award back to DWI, Dixie Wimmer Incorporated. He's got a teammate on the outside in Stumpy Lane. These guys, these DWI cars, they're running really good. They just can't find a lick of luck. 5 poles in 10 races for the DWI Chevys, and not a single win across them all.
But with the equipment and the driving talent that they got here, you got to feel like a first win is just right around the corner for these boys. I tell you what, especially when you've got John Paul Henry, the defending series champion up there, you're never too far out of contention. Of course, he's not in that front row. It's Richard Blood and Stumpy Lane on the front row. Then we got a couple of Fords there, Paul Alcohol, Giacomo
the War Machine team.
Yes.
Good qualifying efforts by them as well. I see Bucket Dewshine in the back. Got all 5. The first 5 qualifiers are all pole winners this season. That shows how good these cars can qualify.
If I may interject here a
Absolutely.
little bit, Chip Chapman, we got Richard Blood was last year's runner-up on this track, so he is very familiar with it. Going to a shootout with Ennio Sporini.
Absolutely.
Due to looks like it was a rain delay that happened last year, kind of an impromptu way of racing there.
Yeah, we had a bit of issues with the track. I think pieces of it fell off due to the rain. I mean, some of this track is held together with crepe paper band-aids, and a stapler, but not even staples, but a stapler itself.
Yeah, and also we nearly saw a man die. I mean, he was clinically dead for a good number of minutes here.
And that of course is MacGyver Corner, one of the famed turns on this race track. But nonetheless, I think we probably should go ahead and talk about how our starting grid goes through. But yeah, Richard Blood really feeling the effects of just coming so close to that win. Did not win it. Ennio Sparini took him over on that two car shootout. But I think it's time now to go ahead and show how these cars are going to line up in the starting grid. We are looking at this one, the Toxic Masculinity 340 laps going through here. Here we go. As we talked about it, it is on row 1, a pair of DWI cars, Richard Blood and Stumpy Lane. 4 poles this season between the two of them. 4 out of the 5 on DWI. Paul Alcohol and Giacomo the War Machine racing team is on row 2. 3 poles across those two Fords. On row 3, Bucket Dushine and last year's winner, Ennio Sparini, qualifying 6th. Excellent qualifying efforts by them. Woo Bob Biles qualifying 7th. Along with Petrol Top-Off in that number 90 car. That's a playoff car. Already gotten a win. Jean-Paul Henry, there's the series defending champ, in row 5 with Nikolai, the Soviet driving Bear. Excellent qualifying effort by the Bear. Jim Blossoms, you can't tell him he's going to be afraid on this track. He qualified 11th along with Harry Gunt in that 82 So Much Chicken car. There's 2 playoff cars right there. The 33 of Reverend Pastor Chavez and the 32 of Ricky Walton, that Temecula Dirt car. Paul Walker in the 00 Nihilist Arby's. He's on row 8 with Big Daddy Thibodeau, another playoff qualifier in that 62 State car. Cobb Salad also in the playoffs in the number 21 car. And Smiley Van Vuren in that number 11 KFC I Ate the Bones one. El Matador, Toto Rosanna in the 75 car, Air Supply sponsored, and Jeff Shanice. There's that row. Fat Daryl and Doug Pork, a lot of girth, a lot of heft on that one. There is Adjective Foods hanging out on row 11. On row 12, it's Kevin Boner Pillman, a winner from 2 races ago, and Agent Toby Keith in that 27 car. On row 13th, it's Mr. Naga's most glorious driver in the number 10 Kumite car, and Jeff Gordon, the horse. The horse, not sure he's feeling those humps. We'll see. Joe John Winchester and Morris Mayfield in that 69 car.
Nice.
That is who is on row 14. On row 15, Vitaly Kriptov in the number 1 Gray Bits car, and Boo-It Jessup in that 22 HCL car. And in the back, it is Dirk Tanaka in the number 99 Slap Mark car. That is our most recent winner and playoff qualifier, and 542 Norman in the back of the field. I think that child got scared. In fact, I heard a couple of the other drivers were actually making fun of 542 Norman, calling him a pansy and calling him all sorts of names that we don't want to repeat on this on these airwaves, saying that, just because he was 13, he was going to piss himself, and he was too scared to ride this course. Now, if you're 542 Norman, you going to try to show him up, or are you just going to let your fear kind of take over?
Well, that was, of course, it was an interesting situation here before the race started because he was just over 54 inches tall here. There was some worry that he may not get to ride this race, but 542 Norman does, in fact, qualify. He may have had to wear some shoes with some higher soles in them, but it was still it's still worth it.
Well, that's some great insight there, Laura. That's something I didn't know about. That might have actually affected the qualifying. I mean, those platforms on your shoes, got to work the pedals a little differently. Maybe that's what caused him to be at the back. Maybe he ain't scared at all. I just heard a lot of making fun of him for his height. What on account of the fact that he's a 13-year-old about to drive on the most dangerous race course that I think anyone has ever seen.
Daggone.
Well, it is going to be exciting.
Test your pants.
This is a pant. If we didn't have Reshart sponsoring one of our other races, I would absolutely call this a pant shitting good time. But you are about to see how we can go too far. But I think first, most importantly, because we got some deaths that we are about to witness, we need to bear witness to our Lord. I think we have a prayer before the Toxic Masculinity 300. Let's go down to our. I believe that is Pastor Knees down there, Pastor.
Let us pray, and be sure to put your wallet inside of the basket that gets passed to you. Close your eyes and raise your hands up to the Lord. Keep being your best. Keep honoring Him. You are not working unto people, you are working unto your dick. When your dick commands you to be blessed, he doesn't check to see what family you come from or who likes you. None of that matters. No person can stop your dick. You're not always going to understand what your dick's going to ask you to do. It may be difficult, but when you sow that extraordinary seed, when you go out of your way to help someone, get ready. You're going to see your dicks in favor in extraordinary ways. When you trust your dick, you know it's all good. If the door opens, you thank him. If it doesn't open, you still thank him. The scripture says that when you walk in obedience, your dick's blessing will chase you down and overtake you. Your dick will make things happen that you couldn't make happen. And the enemy would not be fighting you so hard if he did not know your dick had something amazing in front of you. In addition, happy Labor Day, everyone, and may your dick bless America. Amen.
Woo! Oh man! Well, and there is that. I have not seen a crowd get riled up quite like this one here in Tulsa. They are true racing fans. They are ready to go too far, like we have already gone too far. Boys, last thoughts about this race. What are we going to expect to see?
We're going to see a lot of wrecking. We're going to see a lot of carnage. We're going to see a lot of torn up vehicles. We're going to see a lot of torn up bodies.
Somebody gonna die. It's going to be amazing. Woo!
You're damn right.
Standing. That's what I want to hear. So let's go down to those not quite famous words in motorsports, but the ones that just get the point across, especially on a track like this one today.
Now, drivers, be sure to keep hands and feet inside the vehicle at all times. Remember that video recording is not permitted at Too Far Speedway.
Hey,
and as always,
do they give out the souvenir photos when they go over the hump?
Absolutely. They will be in the gift shop at the just before you get to Victory Lane. And as always,
damn auto race. Woo! Yeah.
Drive fast, eat ass.
And there they go. There it begins. The pace car is not even going to complete a full lap here.
Let's go.
Look at those DWI cars go.
It's going to be something special here. You can already hear Oklahoma's signature song in the background. They're getting ready to do this.
It is going to be exciting. Pace car is off, so everybody reach over, strap something on, get behind somebody you support, and let's go, Diddler! And here we go. Richard Blood leads this pack of cars right away to the big hump. We're going to see how they can handle this one. Here it comes. Oh, look at them all go. There they go. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. I love this track. I love racing. Holy shit.
I love America so much.
Jesus Christ. This is the best fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. Woo. Seems like everybody's happened. I mean, we ain't having a single caution on this one. You insane? We ain't doing a caution.
No. Why even bother? If you fall over the ledge, that's on you, buddy.
I mean, you gotta figure out a way to get your car back on there.
It just brings a tear to your eye every time
really
you see
does.
these drivers go over the hump here. I mean, they've had a quintuple reinforced suspensions out of here. I mean, the floor of these cars are all going to be torn up like a son of a bitch, but they don't care. This race...
60 bald eagles flying up to Canada.
Richard Blood is going to lead the first lap. He won the $25 Parts Unknown Auto Parts gift card, valid at any Parts Unknown Auto Parts retail location.
And there they go. USA. Here we go again, lap number 2. This is just a sight to behold. This is, oh my God. Oh, beautiful, more spacious guy. And you can see, Morris Mayfield.
Ass, that's plain. Seriously, she got a plain old ass there. I mean, but it won't quit. I mean, she could suck the star off her recent widow.
And you can see that's a smaller hump. They're also getting a whole heck of a lot of big air on that one. They are getting off the ground, and there we see heading into MacGyver Corner. That is literally held together by paper clips, a stapler, and some chewing gum.
It's got better structural integrity than a ride at Alton Towers. Woo!
That it does, and looks like Stumpy Lane has, in fact, he may have conceded the lead on that one to Giacomo, but he has led the lap. He is leading lap 3, not anymore right now, as we are seeing a lot of cars staying competitive, staying close to one another. This is going to be an interesting race. Somebody wrecks, it's going to cause a big logjam. There ain't that wide of a turn.
No, there ain't. And I tell you, I'm very proud of these drivers. You know, in most situations, you know, everybody was thinking about like, oh, maybe you should just try and go as fast as you can without actually getting airborne and getting the tires off the ground here, because that'll actually be quicker. They said, nope, just floor it, catch as much air as you can.
And they are hitting speeds 107. Oh, good God! Oh, Jesus Christ! They got Marina! Oh, good God, they're off! There it is! There it is! Come on, hood! Everybody! Oh, Jesus fucking Christ! Oh my God! Drive through it! Drive through it, yo!
You son of a... No!
Cars are on pit road!
Oh my God, no!
No caution! No caution! I think it was Ennio Sparini who caused that wreck!
I love this country.
I love this sport. God bless the United States of America.
God bless the carburetor. Fuck the restrictor plate. God bless the carburetor. God bless the 427 cubic inch big block V8 engine. And God bless minimum crash protection of these helmets.
Absolutely, as they are getting back on the track, and we are seeing a lot of movement. Look at that. Look at Reverend Pastor Chavez just on the back bumper. Stumpy Lane. Let's see how they can manage this jump. They take it very cautiously, as I imagine they would have to. And Reverend Pastor Chavez might be bumping Stumpy Lane out of the way, and he's got Jean-Paul Henry right behind him. Good movement by Pastor Chavez as Richard Blood also regains the lead.
Oh, look at here. We got Jean-Paul Henry up in the field here. And whoo, Pastor Chavez, I tell you what, I don't think they have tracks like this over in Venezuela, back where Pastor Chavez originally came from.
Not at all. I don't think so. We are in 4 laps deep into this race, and Giacomo hanging out with his teammate Paul Alcohol. And there's a bit of a gap now between Richard Blood leading this race and Stumpy Lane, 2 seconds behind him. Oh, even further behind Stumpy Lane. Something happened to Stumpy Lane. I don't know what happened to Stumpy Lane. He is on pit road. We're going to have to find out what happened to Stumpy Lane on lap number 5.
Yeah, it looks like Stumpy Lane might have had something break underneath that car. That's not a surprise. This track is very tough on the suspensions, on the wheels. It's on everything that's sitting underneath the driver's ass. That's going to get tore up by the end of the race.
It's going to be tore up from the floor up. Now this is where I'm actually jotting these down just to find out what in the hell is happening to people, as I'm seeing them just tanking down as Paul Alcohol
moving into the lead of the race.
Richard Blood does not stick that landing, just really bottoms out on that one. Not good landing by Richard Blood, able to ride it and stay on the track. That was a hard lick.
Almost rolled it over into MacGyver's corner. Now I do want to address something here real quick. Remember last year we had that awesome poll. We had that 2-car dash to the cash between Ennio Sparini and Richard Blood. We have a contingency plan in place. If we get to lap 21 and for some reason this track starts to catastrophically fall apart at the seams, well, we're just going to call it a night, head to the bar early. How's that sound?
That's what I'm thinking is going to happen. I think that sounds good.
I'm gonna go dry my sorrows in the pains of Woobah.
Well, now, just in that case, Beaumont, you may want to root for this race to just spontaneously combust pretty soon. We're gonna keep you in here, Beaumont. We don't want you sabotaging this race here now. As here comes
that's okay. That's why we padlocked this commentary booth.
Oh, hard licks by Alcohol, Giacomo, and Richard Blood.
It's going down smooth right in the front there.
It really is the cold gin of Bathhouse Jim's Bathtub Gin.
Because there's only one drink that'll do it for you. It ain't Southern Comfort. It ain't no rum and coke. It ain't no pint of IPA lager.
It's that cold gin, and here they come over the hump yet again. Let's just watch that beautiful bean footage as they are flying through the air.
I love every time these cars get airborne.
It ain't supposed to happen, but hell it do. And something definitely happened to Stumpy Lane. He is over a minute off the lead.
Yeah,
Still on the track.
542 Norman is scared shitless.
Oh, 542 Norman somehow has made his way up to 21st place. Let's keep an eye on that rookie, 542 Norman, who is just, I mean, if you could hear it, if you're sitting in the stands and you got the race radio going, you tune into the number 13 car, you're just going to hear a child screaming constantly. Nothing but a child screaming. But that child is in 21st place and about to hit the hump.
And look at this, he's cutting up on the inside of Kevin Bonapilman. I don't know if he's screaming for dear life. I think he's screaming for these other cars to just get the hell out of his damn way because this kid's moving to the front.
He is moving up in the world. Talk about a Rookie of the Year performance. Done everything but basically get the victory that will put him in the playoffs. 542 Norman has had a hell of a season so far in that Florida-Georgia Lime. Pontiac Bonneville. Dodge Stratus, sponsored by a part of oh good God, a bunch of them just kind of bottomed out on that hump, including Fat Daryl. I guess the girth of that, and look at that. That is Jim Blossoms back in 23rd, but still keeping the car together. Look at that man. You want to talk about the bravery of a man who has seen death, has felt death, has just straight up died.
He's seen rain, and he's seen what the other side looks like.
And here it comes again, and just kind of takes that one a little easy. Smart racing.
I watched that Formula One movie with Thor in it. The one where that German feller crashed over in that German track and got burned up to death, and then came back a couple months later and actually won some shit. Well, I gotta say here, Jim Blossom has put on a performance that rivals, if not surpasses, even that. I mean, we saw the wreck last year. We thought we'd see the man die. And he was clinically dead at one point. Like, he was pronounced clinically dead when he arrived to the emergency trauma center.
According to the vet's office, he was dead.
And we are just seeing some beautiful screensaver tap footage right now as these cars are just going to head over. Let's go ahead. We are about 10 laps into this race so far. We're going to go ahead and get some enjoyment as these cars just... Oh, good God, did somebody just... I don't know if somebody just fell off. My eyes could just be deceiving me at this point. Oh, somebody is definitely just... Well, there is some movement in the standings as we are 10 laps in with Paul Alcohol leading this race. Giacomo behind him. Richard Blood, Bucket Douchshine. Look at all those beautiful cars just... Oh, that is just a beautiful sight to see. I could just watch that forever. Ennio Sparini back in 12th place. He caused the dang wreck.
He's driven away from, man.
That is amazing. Ennio Sparini caused the wreck, is back in 12th place, and that just shows what a winner can do. Apparently something happened to Kevin Boner Pillman. Something happened to Kevin Boner Pillman on the previous lap, so we're going to go ahead and check that one down. Thank you to our spotters, all of us keeping an eye on what is happening as they see somebody completely just lose the plot and fall off the racetrack. Ennio Sparini back into the pits. Not sure what's going to happen there, but that is not looking good for him. Maybe having a lot of problems
with the car, not the usual problems with the car, but he's coming down to the pit lane. He may have serious problems with the car now.
That is not looking good. Well, he did cause that wreck, got the car back out on the track, but just could not keep pace. You saw he didn't make the jump. That was not a decision. That clearly was just him unable to, as Jeff Shanice landed hard on that hump.
And he's running up there trying to get himself a top 10 finish out of this one.
And right now we're looking at one of our playoff contenders. That is Ricky Walton. He's already got a win. He is just looking to just get some laps in, race this car as hard as he can. 11 laps in the books, 29 to go. Ricky Walton in that Temecula dirt car. Let's see how he takes that hump. That is the secondary jump, of course, not the big hump. That is like your that's like when you're on the roller coaster after the chain lift. You have a smaller little hump that kind of already, your momentum kind of gets you over that one. That's what we got there.
Yeah, the whiplash has already taken effect.
Oh,
so
yeah.
So it does feel like it's the first time down the big old steep 90-degree drop where somebody's lost their glasses and somebody's already started vomiting from motion sickness.
No doubt about it. Let's watch Ricky Walton go over the hump. That's just beautiful.
Still got that bop stand there. Right on the back of the phone. Falling to the ground, smashing little pieces.
Oh, no doubt about that.
$1,000.
Let's get over and take a look at that number 69 car.
Nice.
He's racing pretty nicely too. 7th place for Morris Mayfield. Bit of a distance between him and Jean-Paul Henry in 6th, but as we know, it just takes one mistake to overcome a spot thanks to the death of one of your competitors.
Hey, speaking of, Sparini's still in the pits there. He falling off there.
Not looking good for Ennio Sparini, still in the pits. He has lost a lot of time. Wubabala is still in the pits as well.
I think he's done.
Might not be good for Wubabala. We're going to go ahead and take a look. A couple of cars look like they're still in the pits. Dirk Tanaka, Cobb Salad, Paul Walker. Something happened. Oh, in that one. Doug Pork, Stumpin' Lane. Not looking good for any of these cars as 13 laps are in. Something happened.
You'd expect a track like this so dangerous and irresponsible that it would be in a water park in Vernon, New Jersey, or some bullshit.
You really
no,
think
it's
so?
Right here, too far in Tulsa, Oklahoma, as a showcase event of the Diddler Cup Racing Series.
It is a race that everyone is excited to see. We can see almost some side-by-side racing by the 69 car and that 27, Agent Toby Keith. They did a good job catching up to JP Henry. They're only 1.2 seconds behind 6th place, and they just got him in his sights. That's not too far. Let's keep a look at our series defending champion, who is just riding the bumper of Nikolai the Soviet Driving Bear and Bucket Dushine. Interesting strategy from JP Henry. I think you'd want to pass these two rookies, considering one of them's a dang bear.
Giacomo jumping ahead there too.
Leading a lap for Giacomo. Those War Machine cars are holding it together. And Bucket Dushine took a hard landing on that one. That's going to give Jean-Paul Henry a chance to pass him for the lead. And that gives 7 and 8. That 69 and that 27 car, they're back in the pack. Look at this. Just like that. And Henry is looking to pass the Bear as well.
Who is driving? Bear is driving. How can that be?
Let's watch the Bear make the jump. The secondary one. Oh, Henry put a little more speed on that one. They are racing side by side, and that's the thing. There's not just an inside line, because you're turning all over the dang place. It's like I heard from one of our spotters, Wubabala is apparently out of the pits and back on the track, trying to gain some laps back, maybe.
Shit up, Wubaba!
I mean,
champion balls of a horse.
Brains of a dumber horse.
And a tank full of Beepus premium grade racing fuel.
Absolutely. Look at JP Henry. You can see the speed that 40 car has compared to the Bear. The Bear just barely getting some air on that one. And Richard Blood is falling behind now too. Jean-Paul Henry is rocketing himself up to 3rd place as he just passed his teammate. And
Jean-Paul Henry, I'll tell you what, he's driving like he's got the whole crowd chasing him through a tunnel, man. He is driving the wheels off that son of a gun.
And let's see, he is smart. He is a smart driver, used to that open wheel style. He's got his experience with road courses. He's got a great team supporting him in Dixie Wimmer. They're looking for that first victory. Could it be at the least likely of courses? We talk about how good of cars they have. This is really a crapshoot of a racetrack. Let's be honest with ourselves here. this is a very big surprise if this would be the race that DWI gets their victory on, but man, would it be deserved.
You just got to roll the dice, spin 100, and win a hand job from Jerry Mathers if you want to win this race. Oh, go!
He just nosedived, but he just gave up a spot to Nikolai the Soviet driving bear. Expert driving by Henri to keep the car on all four wheels, but he just took a big nosedive. Went a little too hard on that one.
He's not giving up that position, though, and I believe they're both catching Paul Alcohol at the front of this
They
thing.
certainly are. Paul Alcohol doesn't have that 2-second lead he once had.
Look at this. Out of all the carnage we had earlier, we're getting an actual good goddamn auto race out of this.
It is amazing that's what's happening here.
Hashtag goddamn auto race. Spread the word to everybody you know. Tag it on all your social media channels.
And another story, we're looking at Paul Alcohol already in the playoffs. Giacomo yet to win this season. However, he could absolutely get the victory and put himself in the playoffs and put both of the War Machine cars in the playoffs, which might be Paul Alcohol's strategy here. Maybe Paul Alcohol is looking to protect. He protect, he attack, and sometimes, he crack or crash or something.
He break his back.
He break his back.
Coming down off the hump.
It's like his neck, his back, and his kitty cat crack.
His neck, his back, his pizza, and his snacks are what's going to await him in victory lane if he can indeed pull this off.
And we're looking at Paul Alcohol protecting that lead of Giacomo, his teammate, as Henri and Nikolai the Soviet driving bear are battling for third right now. Henri with the inside, and almost forced the bear to the outside into that barrier. And you got to see, there ain't a barrier on much of this course. When the course don't have that barrier, it's nothing but a drop. This is an elevated course as well, so you hit that hump the wrong way. We saw what happened to Jim Blossoms. He just goes tumbling and just makes, Nikolai does not seem to have the confidence in that bear's speed. He's taking a little too conservative, not getting any sort of elevation on those jumps.
Well, it's a good idea, though, because then on the downhill, he's actually getting more speed from the gravity.
He really is.
That's why he's able to keep contention here with Jean-Paul Henri.
I did not expect
he's
a bear.
He's a big giant bear. He's a big giant bear. He weighs a lot. That gives the car more downward momentum and mass on the way down. It's like a big old soapbox derby car.
I was not expecting a bear to be so astute in physics, but yet here we are. He is especially a studded Russian bear.
That bear is good.
That bear is very good. And here we see Morris Mayfield, the 69 car.
Nice.
And he is caught up to the battle for third. He is going to put a run on Nikolai right now. Look at the 69 car go. This is a great performance. The 69 team, that independent team, they grabbed Morris Mayfield out of the Nihilist Arby's car last season. And that is just amazing to see that they found maybe their driver to put some nice results.
And you talk about Nikolai the Soviet driving bear. It turns out he's very well studied. He has 2 degrees from St. Petersburg University. The first in empathic tolerance and the second in parrot curse literature.
Amazing.
And the third in Florida.
And it looks like we are 1 lap away from this race being official.
That's right. Remember, if for some reason this track falls all to shit in the next 20 laps, we're going to call it a day. We're going to send everybody that was affected to the hospital with as much trauma as they can fix up, and we're all going to hit the bar afterwards and declare this one a winner.
And we officially have a goddamn auto race in the books. This is an official race. Oh! Giacomo taking a hard lick on that one.
He was trying to lick it up. Whoa, ho, boy now.
Not a good look there.
Straight up nosediving it there.
He absolutely was. Still your leader. Still 1.3 seconds.
He's got the strutter up front here in that Kiss War Machine car.
He does.
He knows a thing or two about it.
He certainly does. And he is going to just rock this car all night. And he ain't going to pit stop every day. Ain't going to nobody be pitting today. They're just going to be driving these cars as hard as they can. And that is just a good race car. It would have to be something unfortunately catastrophic. Looks like, oh, Reverend Pastor Chavez, in fact, in the pits. Meant to go over to Paul Alcohol on that one. Misclicked for a second.
John Winchester also in the pits. Bucket Dewshine in the pits.
Not sure what happened to Bucket Dewshine. That's a whole bunch of cars that just kind of stumbled over that hump. I think maybe this is a bit of a strategy here. I think Paul Alcohol is putting a little bit of a block on these cars.
Oh, that's it. That's ingenious. I never would have thought any one of these team principals would be smart as hell enough to try that, but damn, it's working.
It is absolutely working.
Paul Alcohol is just driving like a stubborn asshole to keep everybody else from trying to catch up to his teammate.
He's got Henri with him too.
Henri is trying to get back. That's Henri. That's got to be Henri's the big white elephant in the room. It's got to be Jean-Paul Henri. Oh, Paul Alcohol in the pits. He is in the pits right now. So interesting story now is going to be what in the world happened to Paul Alcohol that caused him to pit. Is this a green flag pit stop?
We'll see. They're wanting to give this car a once over.
Now we're going to see what happens. Jean-Paul Henri, Morris Mayfield, they are the two, along with Agent Toby Keith chasing
Agent
down.
Toby Keith, he loves this car.
He loves this car. And, oh, gotta love those sounds of them just hitting hard, taking those hard licks on that track.
Now, what do they got in the souvenir gift shop, along with the photo of the cars cresting over the top of the hill in the opening lap?
Oh, I mean,
I think they got a dismangled teddy bear. That'd be one. They got a keychain.
I think the dismangled teddy bear is, I think, the mascot of this Too Far Speedway.
Yeah, it's like a Pocono Raceway. It's got that fox, and
it's got like one of them jewelry boxes, but like down in like the Atlantic. But it's like got like shrapnel all over top of it. It's got like Judy on the front of it.
Yeah, they got personalized license plates that they will just bang the shit out of, make it look like they just got like run over by a whole bunch of stuff. They got actually this really cool thing for the kids. They can buy like your diecast cars. You can spend like what up to like $75 for a genuine diecast car, and they give your kid a mallet and send him off into the back, and he can smash up the hell out of that car and take home his own Too Far Speedway diecast car of his favorite driver. Look at this. We're going side by side. Morris Mayfield and JP Henri have caught up to Giacomo. It was a bad landing for Henri. He managed to right the car. But we're going to watch this one. This has become a battle with only under a second. They are breathing down the neck.
Morris Mayfield almost drove underneath the top, underneath him, man.
And I think Giacomo might have just gained a little bit of time on that one because of that horrible landing. Somehow JP Henri managed to keep second place, and he is chasing down. Look at them chasing down. Oh, those hard licks everywhere. Oh, look at that. We saw Morris Mayfield take a hard landing there.
Giacomo, he's just going to want to have to stay out because remember, if this track falls apart, the race is official. If there is rain or if there is a pack of locusts, this race is official, and the laps roll down the previous lap of the scoring. So,
which is what you're seeing on the, which is what you're going to see on the video.
Richard Blood. Away. I tell you what, this is a fantastic and hastily built track that we got here today.
Fun times in Tulsa today. Tulsa.
And Richard Blood back up to third place, right behind his teammate Jean-Paul Henri, and that is going to spell trouble for Giacomo if he can't get his teammate Paul Alcohol back on this racetrack. And Paul Alcohol, not sure if he's in the pits. We're going to go ahead and see this hump one more time. Richard Blood made his way over at Morris Mayfield. Smiley Van Buren, the last of those cars. Ricky Walton just hitting the hump. There's a big gap between Van Buren and Walton. There is a pack of 8 cars that could challenge for the lead in this race. Paul Alcohol making his way, is back into pit road, or is he off of pit road? I'm not sure. He's back onto pit road.
Oh man, that is a tough break for War Machine Racing. I tell you what, Paul Alcohol had a quick car. I mean, he's still locked in the playoffs here.
A little bit of a butt there by Taco Baco.
Yeah,
Oh,
he just Paul Alcohol just decided to be an asshole and cut off Bucket Douchshine in the process.
Oh, I love that. That's just good hard racing there.
It is just good hard race. It's good hard pit strategy. It's really what it is. As we are seeing the numbers dwindle as cars are just going for broke on this one. We're going to see Giacomo deal with the hump. Handles it very nicely. Look at those cars. Beautiful cars hitting the hump.
Yeah.
That is our lead pack of 8 cars.
Giacomo's got a lot of confidence in this car. This is a special chassis that's had him so much success. A codename Beth.
Oh, absolutely. Beth is revving, and it ain't time to go right home right now. He and the boys are racing on that, and Giacomo, if nothing else, going to get those big extra 5 points for leading the most laps. You got to feel it's a pretty safe bet at this point. He's led so many of these laps, and it just doesn't look like JP Henry has put a good enough run together to catch him for any sort of extended run.
He might have some lap down cars to deal with here. I think I see one kind of out in the distance.
That is possible. We're going to go ahead and take a look, see who we got there. That is Harry Gunt, who is 4 laps down, taking the hump. Here comes Giacomo taking it. Henri on the hump. Richard Blood, Nikolai, and Agent Toby Keith forced to slow down. Here comes 3 more cars. Smiley Van Vuren had something happen to him, not sure what. Take a look at that. Those 3 cars had some sort of issue on lap 28, I believe. Take a look, see what happened, what caused them to drop so big from the pack there. I'm not entirely certain. We're seeing an 11-second gap now for these 3 cars battling for 6th place.
5 cars are now broken away for this battle for the lead, but I'll tell you what, if any one of them slips up, it could trigger a multi-car reaction, put the second pack cars right up at the front.
Anything can happen.
You'd be surprised if Jim Blossoms end up winning this race.
He's
the last car in the lead lap.
He is the last car in the lead lap. That's just a big, I'm going to call that a big victory for him, just to not wreck the whole dang track, the whole dang car on this track.
He survived. That's the important thing.
Race it if you can, survive if it lets you, is really what we're going here. And we're going to talk about these. Oh, my God! Oh, God! What happened? What happened?
Oh, no!
What happened?
Holy shit! Oh,
Oh, my God! Oh, no, that's Giacomo! New ball game! We got a new ball game now!
The race
my goodness.
may have just frozen.
Oh my goodness. And that means the score rolls back to the previous lap, does it not?
Which I believe it does. Which I believe puts Giacomo as the winner.
Oh my God.
Is that am I correct on that one? Can somebody get me something?
Giacomo,
Some kind of footage
goodness.
here.
Holy Jesus, now that whole corner's falling apart. Oh, we got a wreck.
Oh my goodness, there is so much happening.
There is so much wood and steel.
There's stuff falling. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God, it is not.
Oh, it took out the gift shop. Oh my
that's
God.
too bad. Oh, I was hoping to get something for the family.
Walk away.
I was hoping to get the singing fish there. The singing fish that does the karaoke. Oh my goodness, we got a mess here. Happy Labor Day, everybody. Here's the fruits of your labor. It's a track that can't hold itself together.
Let's see if I can go back to Cliff here and see if I can help you out here.
Well, that is. Oh, we're gonna try to get the final positions of these cars. I have no idea what in the world is happening, but my God, we had a goddamn auto race, did we not, gentlemen?
Oh my God!
Holy shit!
Jesus!
I don't even know what the hell just happened. But we are looking at ourselves happy. Oh.
I got it! I pulled it up! I got it!
Bless your heart.
Here it is. All right, let me see if I can play it a little bit here. We got our clip feature. I'll tell you what.
Oh my God, this is just wonderful right now. We need to
here.
confirm that
Giacomo right out in front. Agent Toby Keith, cameras on him. That's when we get the spin out. That's when the bear goes falling into the ocean. That's when he runs into the big old Katamari ball. And that's when this entire racetrack goes completely to shit. I believe officially that Agent Toby Keith did pass Giacomo
But will they roll
it?
But,
does it go back to the previous lap, though?
That's going to be the decision of the Diddler Cup racing executives,
now,
who
I
are,
believe,
of course,
now, is that
drunk.
I'm trying to figure out what we said here.
I think you said it goes back to the previous lap, or does it go to the previous point there?
I'm going to have to figure this one out. I'm not entirely sure myself.
We don't know how many scoring loops we got around this racetrack. It usually starts over at the back of the previous lap.
So should we go ahead? Are we going to go ahead and use ourselves the? Are we basically using ourselves the whatever the scoring said?
I think that's a good idea. So in that case, Giacomo would be declared the winner. Jean-Paul Henri in second.
We're seeing Giacomo, Henri, Blood, Nikolai, Agent Toba Keith. Is that how we're looking at it?
That's top 5 from what I'm seeing. Smiley Van Buren, Big Daddy Thibodeau, Morris Mayfield.
Race called after
El Matador Toto Rosanna, Fat Daryl, 542 Norman, Vitaly Kristoff, Bowie Jessup, Ricky Walton, Mr. Dogger's Most Glorious Driver, and Jim Blossoms.
I'm going to go ahead and just confirm all of that. Yep. I think that is official. I think officially the race has been called.
All right, what do we got here? Oh, man. That's still falling apart. My goodness, I didn't know there was so much terrible structural integrity around this course. We got to go here again more often.
And there we have it. There is your winner. Giacomo has officially won this race.
All right, way to go. I mean, I tell you,
Thank you, Linwood, for that one. Holy shit.
And the Diddler Cup Racing Series comes through, and Giacomo, I tell you, this is a season all encapsulated into one race. It was wrecking one week, fast the next, wrecking 1 week, fast the next. And now he's managed to find a way to win and wreck at the same time.
This is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Just like Temecula Dirt.
Spread it all over me, buddy.
What's even more pathetic is the fact that Richard Blood, for the 3rd time this year, started on the pole and did not win the race, finishing 3rd.
Just unfortunate.
You feel like if this race had gone 1 lap longer, maybe he would have been in contention for it. But
might have had it. He might have just had it.
Inside.
But nonetheless, we're going to have to go ahead and declare Giacomo the winner, as we are literally fishing cars out of this broke-ass track. We're going to have to reconstruct and reconstruct again and reconstruct again and reconstruct again.
Because we like to party. We like to party.
Absolutely.
Down here in Tulsa.
Well, I believe Giacomo is officially your winner, has officially qualified for the playoffs.
Damn right. That was one hell of a damn race. I'm gonna try and see if I can get him down in the radio with Giacomo.
And we're gonna try to. He's probably gonna be inside the ambulance, but I mean, we can still get in the radio. He probably still got his radio on him.
All right. Let me see here. There we go. Right frequency. Oh yes, there we go. Lloyd, this is Latin Lloyd Shivers down here in the KYST tape booth here. Giacomo, you got a read on me? Oh, jeez, yeah, brother. Oh my God, my fucking arms. It's fucking killing me. Lloyd, this is Lloyd Shivers. Got me? Yeah, just put this ice pack on my head. Jesus fucking Christ. I don't know why they have us race this damn track so many times. Lloyd, I don't know if I don't know if you're come to yet. I believe you've Giacomo, how many fingers am I holding up? God, is that you? Is that you talking to me? No, it's Lightning Lloyd Shivers.
He can't see you
no,
anyway,
it's
Lloyd.
your dick. It's not God, it's your dick.
Oh, thank God it's just my dick talking to me. Hey, what were you doing? What were you doing recommending I go out with Angela last night? What the fuck are you thinking? I tell you what, she was a solid 3 out of 10.
Oh, buddy.
I tell you what, after enough drinks, so you have any pertinent comments about the race? You just want to you got to be excited about getting the playoffs. Jeez, I tell you what, my asshole just hurts like a son of a bitch. It's like I've got like advanced 5-stage hemorrhoids or some crap like
Jesus
that. Oh,
Christ, that's
geez.
unfortunate.
And it feels like, oh my goodness, it feels like I'm having a prolapse here. Something. It's just like that whole pink sock's just falling out of here. Right,
Giacomo, can you tell us what in the hell happened on that unofficial lap? I mean, congratulations, of course, but what happened on that 29th lap that, of course, will not count, where you spun out and there was a bear in a ditch, and I mean, it all sounds crazy, but it happened.
Brother, don't even take me to the ambulance. Hey, buddy. Oh, jeez. Stop with the needle. Oh, jeez. Okay, yeah.
That's going to go in a place that ain't going to be comfortable.
Oh, ow. Gee, damn. Oh, God.
Warned you.
Oh, man. That fucking hurts like a son of a bitch.
Oh, I know.
I tell you what, don't drive me down to the ambulance. Just, if you got a package store, some of them are hoping Labor Day, just pour me a shot of Jepson Valor. We'll be golden, okay?
All right. It's what he insists. I mean, we don't got no Panzer rule. You got to take a ride in the ambulance. If you're coherent enough to say nah, then we're gonna go ahead and say, all right, fine, you're good.
I'm good. Just give me. Oh, Jesus, fuck! I need a fucking nap. I need a fucking blowy and a nap here.
Fair enough on that.
I don't think Giacomo was fully conscious. I mean, let's be real. I mean, we don't have a strict concussion protocol.
No,
if you just if you just throw a beanbag at him and whop him on the head with it, and if he falls over, I believe that's conclusively passing the test.
Absolutely. That's what I think is the case there. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and that's basically what we're talking about here. I mean, that's I think.
Sir, please, I beg you, please, you keep your pants up. Please don't pull your dick out. I'll pull my fucking dick out ever.
Why is he running around there with his pants down?
Oh my God!
Jesus,
Why?
Your dick, is it awesome? Your dick.
Oh God! Well, is that Pastor Knees again? Son of a bitch. Well, I guess we might as well end it with a closing prayer. I think, if nothing else, how you feel about that?
Yes, absolutely. Let us pray. Let us pray once more.
Jesus Christ. I mean, I guess people are... I don't know what in the world's happening here.
Let us pray. Hold on, let me find my glasses.
Understand, of course. We're not...
Again, raise your hands to your dick, and put your money where my basket is when I say. Quite simply, as I scroll down through, here are my prayers.
Fair.
Chapter 11, Chapter 7, where your dick tells me, when you do it your dick's way, you're not moved by people, by traffic, by disappointments. You have an abundance of joy and abundance of peace. Now, you're not stuck. You haven't reached your limits. As you keep honoring your dick at the right time, you're going to go. The problem with a one-day mentality is that you'll miss what your dick wants to do today. Your dick wants you to give you favor right here, right now. Every unfair situation, every delay and closed door are not setbacks. They're setups for your dick to get you where he wants you to be.
There's people trapped under this corner. I need all the help I can get. For God's sakes.
I'm telling you, people, once your fine Italian leather filled pockets are empty, do not waste your time worrying. Your dick is on the throne. He's promised to work out his plan for your life. His plan is better than your plan.
We're gonna have to amputate.
Woo! Yeah!
Amen.
Amen.
How in the hell did I just see Jim Blossoms walk away from this course?
Ain't that something?
Ain't that a son of a bitch?
Ain't that a goddamn auto race?
Ain't that a goddamn auto race?
Ain't that a goddamn auto
Holy
race?
shit! We are going manual on this one, trying to put we're trying to put everything together here, trying to figure out what in the hell we just witnessed. we're still working on the statistics here. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm kind of impressed that our rickety outpost where we are calling this race is still held together. But we are looking
together by the guy who built it, Richard D. Outpost, Ricky D. Outpost.
There you go, Ricky D. Outposts. God damn it, that's got to be a new one now, son of a bitch. Well, okay then.
Did you say he was a graduate of Notre Dame?
He was.
Damn, right. That sounds like a. I don't know, man. I don't know if I trust that.
Don't want to touch that one with a 10-foot pole.
No, I just hate him so much.
Oh, fair enough.
I mean, who doesn't?
Exactly. Well, we are still going through trying to figure out where all these cars finish on this one. We're going to go ahead and let you know in just a moment how these cars went ahead and finished. I can tell you again that...
There's only two things I hate more than Notre Dame football, and that's Big Daddy Thibodeau and paid background checks to get a firearm. Because why should I have to pay my hard-earned money just to be told that I need to pass some sort of background check to buy a damn assault rifle in this country?
Based on the highlights that I have, can I run through the entire list while you're compiling there?
Absolutely. I think you can go ahead and run through the list. Absolutely. I can go ahead and compile these while you're doing it.
All right. First and foremost, in negative second place,
Shit.
it's Woo Bob Hallett.
Yeah, Woo Bob Hallett finished in
Woo Bob Hallett should be getting some points for getting the fuck beat out of him by Ennio Sparini. Served him right. That son of a bitch died.
He should honestly be getting some of the points just for getting the hell out of that race before it got too fucking crazy.
That's a goddamn shame. That race is supposed to go to 40 laps. However, in the event of a rain delay or the track falling to shit, in this case the track didn't fall to shit. A bear flew through the air. God damn it! We had a bear in a car. If that ain't the Soviet space program, I don't know what the fuck is.
Now just think about it. We had a bear fly through the air, but we also had a horse fly through the air.
We had a horse making jumps there, seeing images of himself getting spooked to fuck because he's thinking
probably what happened.
Here's the result. 16 laps back is Stompin' Lane, who got the fuck beat out of him about early in the race. You got Doug Pork, who got so fat he couldn't make it over the goddamn hump.
And morbidly obese people jumping up the track.
It's like American Idiot. It's like that show American Idiot Warrior where they're trying to run up the half pipe of the skateboard track.
Oh
yeah,
my
Kevin
God.
Motor Gutman and finished in 26 because his dick petered out.
It's true, I saw it.
Ennio Sparini, fuck him, he's 25th. Reverend Pastor Chavez in the S-car, and I think we are going to the Japan there. It's going to make me stop there and get a massage and a shower and maybe a hand job there too. Western Pity Shivis got himself a 24th place. Joe John Winchester, he was double barreling it, but looks like he decided to double barrel down and hide because he finished in 23rd.
He'll still blame his old man for that.
Get caught up in that goddamn traffic jam, shades of DC.
Absolutely.
Jeff Shanice 9 laps back, 22nd place. Bucket Dushan 21st after going inverted. Woo Bob High starting at 5th.
Oh my God.
Finishing at 21st. Rookie didn't know what the hell to do. He's like, oh shit, there's humps.
Those lovely, lovely lady lumps.
That's the same thing I said when I was in Vixens last weekend. But you didn't hear from me. Petrol top off 5 laps back, finishing 20th place. He was rushing. He was like, I don't know what to do here. Harry Gunt, who had sleep apnea when he wasn't sleeping. Harry Gunt finishes 5 laps back in 19th place. Paul Alcohol had some problems with the car there. He was doing so well and then decided just to go into pits and say, fuck it, you're on your own.
He might have been the smartest one on this goddamn racetrack saying, fuck it, we're done here.
Jeff Gordon, the horse, he finished good in the dressage department. However, the had some problems jumping over the poles there. 2 laps back, not too bad, finished in 17th place.
He was chasing too many steeples.
God damn it.
He went, here's the horse, here is the steeple. Go over the hump and holy shit!
Look at all those dead people.
And then you got Jim Blossom's in 16th place. Who I got to say, that was a commendable effort. Not only trying to navigate the car, navigate the humps, and fight away all the NAM flashbacks you had from last year.
That's right. That's a pile of grit. That's just a big old pile of mulch and grit and cow manure.
No
and
doubt
then we
about
mentioned
that.
grit.
And don't forget the grit.
Don't forget the
15th
heat.
place was Mr. Glorious Driver.
Mr. Glorious Driver.
Who
Mr.
hasn't
Nugget.
done dick this year until he gets home to Japan, and then he could go see his family if they're not even locked up on Mr. Naga's people. Ricky Walton in 14th place was trying to find the dirt, but you can't find dirt if everything's held together by bolts on a boardwalk. This is the shittiest playground I ever goddamn saw.
Jesus
Stuart
Christ.
Jessup in 13th place in the HCL car. He was ready to roll his way out of victory here until
He
he rolled
really was.
roll a D1 and found himself at a critical. Oh, fuck.
He critically failed.
12th place by Vidale Kriptov. Here in the number 12, he got himself 12th place there. He didn't do too bad. Not bad for the Russians there.
Big one for the Russian. Big one for the Russian.
I'll tell you
judge.
what, how about 542 Norman?
11th place for 542 Norman. We all made fun of that little son of a bitch for shitting and pissing in his pants at the same time. Looks like he staved off and just really wanted to go home. Somehow found his way into a top 15 finish.
That's why you always wear your restarts on every restart.
Absolutely. We got to let's pay that sponsor. Thanks to Reshart. Hell yeah.
Fat Daryl, you got him in 10th place with his window down. Got his chin jiggling in the wind like a goddamn turkey neck. Fat Daryl finished 10th place. 9th goes to El Matador Toto Rosanna, taking them records off the shelf.
Jesus.
Number 8th place goes to number 69.
Nice.
Morris Mayfield found himself back into a top 10 finish. Number 7th place goes to Big Daddy Thibodeau. I feel like this is a WatchMojo.com. Do you disagree with this list? Leave a comment in the video.
Well, hell, we're gonna tell you right now what is happening. If you want to roll through those real quick. We got
Number
some
6,
updated
Father Van
scores.
Buren. I didn't even know he was driving this year. I thought part of Jim Blossom's got grafted on the Smiley Van Buren like a goddamn robot chicken. I ate the bones. Number 5 is Agent Toby Keith. I want to talk about him. Number 4 is a goddamn driving Soviet bear.
How in the hell did that happen?
Number 3 is the 1993 Buffalo Bills, a.k.a. Richard Blood. Number 2, Jean-Paul Henry, and our race winner, Giacomo. There you go.
Giacomo, who has his dick out in the ambulance.
And we're going to tell you right now, points leader that has yet to win a race. Number 40, Jean-Paul Henry, after that finish. Henry, so our playoffs, you know our 10 race winners, of course, qualify for the playoffs. That is, in no particular order, Dirk Tanaka, Kevin Boner-Pillman, Petrol Topoff, Big Daddy Thibodeau, Cobb Salad, Joe John Winchester, Giacomo, Paul Alcohol, Ricky Walton, Reverend Pastor Chavez. The other 6 cars that would qualify if the season ended right now would go on points. Jean-Paul Henry, Smiley Van Buren, Agent Toby Keith, Morris Mayfield, Richard Blood, and Bucket Dewshine still in the hunt. 542 Norman, literally 1 point out of contention for the playoffs. Paul Walker 10 points off of that. Fat Daryl 9 to 4 points off. That's going to drop a little bit. And Jim Blossoms currently sits 20th in the points. That is unbelievable.
It's unbelievable,
We
Jeff.
are seeing it is unbelievable. Jeff Shanice, who of course is in dead last place. Jeff Shanice, unfortunate to see that for Jeff Shanice. But Nikolai the Soviet driving bear moved up a couple spots. Had a good race. Amazing to see that bear do it.
Man.
But what a goddamn auto race it has been. It has been chaotic to say the least, boys. We'd like to thank y'all for sticking with us for this one. It has been a bit of chaos. We'd like to thank y'all for hopefully enjoying what in the hell you just witnessed.
I don't know what the hell I just witnessed, but I loved every second of it.
You know what? Me too. That's why I think this is the best goddamn auto race of the goddamn year. You can tell those sons of bitches to kiss my ass if we don't want to come back to this track. Because, you know, we're going to do this every goddamn fucking year.
Damn right. If they have to rebuild it out of shoddier material year after year, we'll go ahead and do it.
We're going to go ahead and get us some balsa wood. And I think we're going to go ahead and balsa wood the shit out of this. Maybe some particle board.
We're going to get some salsa wood. What is salsa wood? Well, that is wood that is slathered in pico de gallo, fresh cut pico de gallo, and applied hastily to the racing surface.
Absolutely. I think the only thing that this tells us is that we need to have another goddamn auto race here again next season at Too Far Speedway. For Lightning Lord Shivers, for Beaumont Jenkins, thank you two so very much for helping out with this race. It ended in chaos. It began with chaos. Who are we fucking kidding on that one?
It began and ended with chaos, and that's not the most beautiful thing. I don't know what the fuck is.
And you know what we gotta do right now? We gotta go home, pack our shit. These boys are racing. These boys are racing in Japan in 2 days.
That's right.
They're gonna be jet lagged and hurting and forced onto a plane, and we ain't buying anything other than economy. We're flying them coach.
Oh man, you know you're damn right, and you know we're gonna be listening to many songs along the way, and one of them that came to mind right as we were jumping to start the race was Little Old Ditty by my old buddy. You may know him as Robert Seeger, and his Silver Bullet Band, and I thought of what he said once upon a time when in the start of that great hit song, Old Time Rock and Roll. He said, just take those old records off the shelf. Just take those old records off the shelf. Just take those old records off the shelf. Just take those old records off the shelf.
Woo! Sing it, Lord. Old records off the shelf. Just take those old records off the shelf. Just take those old records off the shelf. Everybody.
Just take those old records off the shelf.
I think we are ready for Japan, boys. You think so?
Itchy ball bitches.
Send a Fist 500 coming your way at Strong Style Kings Roadway. It's Tokyo, Japan time. Sometime middle of this week, we'll let you know. We'll figure it out. We don't know how time differences work. For Lightning Lord Shivers, for Beaumont Jenkins, this is Chip Chapman. It's been a goddamn auto race. Holy shit.
Oh, damn.